I'm sure.
Well, not really.
I'll take it.
Why, yes, Miss Boo.
Why do you keep missing me? Just call me Boo.
Yes, Boo.
Okay. And who is that peculiar man who's gawking at my legs?
Mr. Bernard Phillips.
Ooh, the scoop?
He spent the entire stay in Madagascar watching birds.
Can you bring me some nuts?
Of course. You do need some nourishment.
They're called the most beautiful legs in New York City.
I'd say time well.
But the face, well, that might be a different story.
Can't be too bad.
I don't know what you look like, but you sound appealing.
Voices can be concealed.
And sometimes revealing. Can you drop by later? I'm engrossed in this book.
The man behind this voice is much more appealing than the man who wrote that book.
I may not want to chat later.
A.B. Rohard, a truly stupid man. Arthur, where's my drink?
Oh, we ran out. I had to.
That's all right.
One will be up shortly.
Here, have some of mine. I know you're thirsty.
You even drink Tanqueray.
Ooh, a man true to my heart.
Your drink?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
It is not.
A mystery man.
I just want my drink.
Oh, you Brits. You're all alike.
I'm not a Brit.
But
I'm American.
But the accent.
We'll save that for a surprise on a rainy day. You have no accent.
Of course not. I'm a Norwegian.
Norwegian? No way. There are no Norwegians.
I happen to be one of them.
I thought you were American.
Well, I am now.
Good, because Norway's not a country. It's just a group of businessmen who control the world in barrels and barrels of oil and make dumb, really dumb Nobel Prize decisions.
Well, you're charming. And how did you know my drink was Tanqueray?
I can smell it.
Ah,
Strange woman.
yes. But what a strange way to address me.
Well, you are one, aren't you?
Yes, but
Excuse me. Good afternoon.
how rude.
We have nothing more to say, woman.
Man.
Au revoir. Arrivederci. Dazi.
You can have a sip of my drink if you like.
I don't drink.
But you just asked for your drink.
Club soda, that's right.
And you can still sniff out the odor of gin.
It's one of my many talents, and you can have the drink that Arthur's about to bring me.
Oh, all right. My name is Boo, for your information.
Strange Norwegian name.
Well, it's better than my real name, Bergthora. Now, what's your name?
Never mind, and I'm late for a tennis match. Au revoir.
Oh, but I play tennis too.
What are you doing here?
I came to play tennis.
Well, have a good game.
Oh, I will.
Good luck.
You didn't ask me who I'm going to play with.
With whom is she playing?
An American who will not give her his name.
Who could that be?
Well, you tell me.
Perhaps tomorrow.
Chicken?
Whatever.
Chicken.
I just played 3 sets with Argo Children, a fantastic tennis player. I'm exhausted.
Who's he?
If you knew anything about tennis, you'd know who he was.
Oh, well, pardon me.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe.
So persistent. All right.
I knew you would.
Captain Botticelli would like to see you, Miss Boo.
Interesting.
Tell the captain he can wait.
You must keep your appointments.
No, I'd rather play
He
tennis.
says it'll only take minutes. He insists that you come at once.
Will you wait, Mr. Phillips?
See, you knew my name already.
One of your birds told me.
short meeting.
The captain invited me to sit at his table.
Wouldn't a note have done?
Well, actually, he's checking up on me. He thinks he's my Italian father.
Is that all?
No, actually, he thinks I'm an alcoholic.
Interesting reading.
Yes, he is the world's greatest author.
A.B. Rohart?
Mm-hmm. You like him too?
No, I don't.
Your loss.
I call him A.B. Blowhard.
He is the greatest writer of all time.
You've had too much gin.
I beg your pardon. And you're sitting in my seat.
I don't see your name on it.
And my drink is gone.
It fell.
How?
Who knows?
Oh, may I get you another drink, Miss Boo?
Please, Arthur, with some nuts.
And put it on my bill.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice of you.
Not really.
Why not?
I dumped your last one in the trash can.
Why?
Do you always have to have a reason?
I have the name of a good shrimp.
I'm a shrink.
You, what? Huh?
What shrink would you like to recommend?
Juggerson.
Person?
How did you know?
He's president of the American Psychiatric Association, a friend of Blowhart's.
Well, that's right, but how do you know that he knows Rohart?
We went to school together at St. John's College.
Oh, Annapolis or Santa Fe?
Do you know of him?
Oh, great books. Are you making fun of me again?
Yes, I am.
Well, husband number 2 went there. You don't fit the mold of a Johnny.
I did once.
Yeah? Have you ever read Rohart?
You might say so.
And what is it that you don't like about him?
He's excrementally dishonest.
I have no space for anyone who does not appreciate A.B. Rohart.
Suit yourself.
He's been my guiding light.
The blind leading the blind.
Oh, please, why don't you just go do something to yourself?
I will not. It's physically impossible. Unless you like to demonstrate on how to do it.
We spotted pirates, I hear. And the captain would like to see you again, Miss Boo.
The ship sees pirates and the captain wants to see you. What is this?
Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember that tonight is a formal evening, so all wear all of your best clothes. Need I remind you that what you are hearing is only a rumor. We have no pirates. We have excellent intelligence. We also are protected by several British and Danish carriers.
I think they're lying. The Brits saw a few things.
Never trust the Brits.
Why are you reading my newspaper?
Obituaries.
Obituaries?
Best part of the newspaper.
Do you want to die?
Do we have a choice?
Yes. But then again, eventually it happens to everyone.
What a brilliant thought. Where'd you get this newspaper?
Captain Botticelli threw it out.
Do you read the newspaper?
Only the gossip columns,
Why?
because they're fun.
Can't you think of something more constructive to do?
All right. I think I want to play poker.
How good are you?
Oh, expert.
Straight flush on the river.
Ooh, that would be unsanitary.
See, answer my question.
How?
You don't even know the basics.
All right. All right. I tell you what, just dance with me tonight. And I promise I'll leave you alone.
Maybe.
How you ladies doing tonight? Do it quiet. Quiet. What can I start you off with?
I have white wine.
White wine for you? All right, take my wine. How you doing? Quite well, quite well. I'm Miss Boo. Oh, yes, ma'am. There you go. You're welcome.
please.
Later, I'm meeting a bloke for a drink.
But you promised to have a drink with me.
I'll sit.
You know, you're a beautiful man.
I thought you needed your head examined. Now I know you need your head examined.
Oh, you remind me of my fourth husband.
It's 4 out of 5.
5?
5.
How do you know?
None of your business.
Oh, come on, tell.
A biblical hunch.
I'm not the slightest bit biblical.
You should be.
My guess is that you've been married 7 times.
3 or 2.5, depending on how you look at it.
Oh, okay. I won't ask any more questions, I promise.
Good.
What's your full name?
Bernard Angus Churchill Montmart Chesterton Phillips.
Do you really need all those names?
It's better than boo. So, what's your full name?
Oh, do you really want to know?
Yes.
Berthora Brodersen.
Bergthora?
It's Norwegian, you know.
It doesn't sound Chinese.
Please promise me you will never call me by that name. It reminds me of my father.
Was your father so bad? Did you like your father?
He didn't like me.
Why?
Well, he thought I was a clone of my mother.
He didn't like your mother?
I heard him call her a whore once.
Sounds like a marriage made in hell.
Oh, worse than that.
Oh?
Yeah, she fled with an Italian when I was 6, leaving me and my 3 brothers and 2 sisters to grow up with our father.
Sounds like my mother.
Oh, don't need to tell me anymore.
But I want to.
Instead, why don't you explain that big, long name you have that makes you sound like the royal family of England?
Well, the Phillips always looked down on the Windsors.
Oh,
Yeah, the Phillips are old-line English Catholics that never converted. We can trace our heritage back further than the Windsors, and it was my father's name and my maternal great-grandfather.
okay. Have a drink with me.
Don't you ever stop? How many do you have a day?
4.
Per day or per hour?
Are you my father?
What does Rohart say about fathers?
Well, actually thinks they're kind of useless.
But why are you here?
To get away from a double wedding.
Double?
Twins.
Parental stress.
Oh, sort of.
Pray tell.
Oh, you know, 1,000 guests, 4 governors, 3 senators, congressmen, blah, 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 so on.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Well, it's not my thing.
But they're your children.
By blood only.
What?
I gave them away.
What?
Yeah, well, to their grandmother.
Why?
Because she pleaded for me to.
Do you miss them?
No. Now she, the ex-mother-in-law of my 3rd husband, the one who was so good in bed, she is giving this huge celebration. It's going to cost upward of $1 million in her 23-room condominium off the park. You got kids?
Yes.
Where are they?
I don't know. They fell prey to their mother's schemes against me.
Oh, well, my ex-mother-in-law spent a lifetime screwing up one son. And you know what? Now she's got 2 granddaughters' lives to screw up as well.
But you left them.
I'm not a good mother. It's a long story.
Would you like some more gin?
Tell me about your offspring.
I haven't seen them in years.
Oh, kindred spirit you are.
I told you that mother poisoned their minds against me.
Do you miss them?
No.
Let me tell you a funny story. My last ex-mother-in-law, when Alan and I decided to go our separate ways, guess what she did? Okay, I'll tell you. She insisted that he pay me more alimony.
Where is Alan now?
With his boyfriend, I suppose. God, was he good in bed. best sex I ever had. Hey, how about I spend the night with you?
Of course. But on second thought, probably not.
Why not? You don't like sex?
Yes, I do.
Are you gay?
Do I look like Arthur?
Oh, Bernard, please.
Maybe we could lie here.
Oh, I like that.
But no sex.
Oh, sex. Why not? Because you're too good or you're holy
No,
or
no,
something?
I'm not good, and I'm holy in a strange way.
Be specific.
Well, I'm a little bit holy, but not too holy.
You don't have to stay with me if you don't like sex.
But I do.
Well then,
My prostate won't let me.
what?
I don't have one.
How's that?
Some cancer cells
At your age?
at my age.
You have a phone call, sir.
Who could be calling me at this hour?
You can only find out by picking it up.
Yes? Oh, Captain Botticelli. Yes. I'll be right up.
What?
The captain wants to see me.
I hope not for the same reason he likes to see me.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
Well, I gotta go.
Okay, I'll sit here and read my book.
I got a revelation about blowhard that'll shock you.
Tell.
I gotta go.
Oh, please tell.
Later. Shall we dance?
Actually, I can't
I
dance.
thought you wanted to dance.
No, I really can't.
Dance!
Oh, the torment of the insufficiency of everything attainable. What we get of our own will never be attainable.
You have to stop quoting blowhard.
Why do you hate that
He's
man?
a boob.
Why?
Come on, let's dance. Wow, you dance very well, in fact.
Oh, I dance some.
Can I get you another drink, Miss Blue?
Oh, please, thank you.
Good night, Arthur.
Yes, sir.
You really have to stop reading blowhard.
Why?
I know him too well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, turn to page 77 in that book you're reading and read it to me.
Oh, but I don't have my book with me right now.
I'll tell you what the jackass says.
All right.
The greatest discoveries often come when the brave souls venture into uncharted territory. As the saying goes, the great explorers had no maps.
Wow.
Let me continue. To find eternity, we must discard the maps of the world. The maps that say domination and winning rule the way. It's a destination not familiar to most of us, but it is a journey. It is the only journey that matters. It's not just a great exploration. It's the greatest exploration. And the greatest explorations have no maps.
You know all that by heart.
Yes. And it's bunk.
What?
I hear he's a scoundrel.
Well, that's just plain nonsense. And beside that, how the hell would you know?
I am A.B. Blowhard.
Oh, brother, I thought you were Bernard. Blah, 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 Phillips.
I'm him too.
You mean I meet the man I idolize?
Aren't you fortunate?
I'm confused.
I
my favorite character in the entire Bible. I am a sinner, you are sinners. Can anyone here who's not a sinner raise his or her right hand? I thought not. Are there any saints out there? Raise their right hand.
Oh my God, look at the priest.
Girl, everybody on this boat.
I have come to call not the righteous, but sinners. Jesus died not for our strengths, but for our weaknesses. And it is the sacrifice of death of Jesus that is our letter of introduction to the throne of God. Our weaknesses are our strength, our treasures. Hunt for them, boast of them, love them, offer them humbly up to Jesus. For it is only in our weaknesses that we are covered by Jesus' sacrifice. It is only in our weaknesses that God hears us. And it is only in our weakness that we can hear God speaking through our hearts.
This man had started.
We admire that we are sinners. As God's adopted children, it is important that we be about our Father's business. But how do we apply this grand idea specifically? How do we know God's will for this moment in our life? Standard answers to these questions are prayer, Bible study, and listening to that small, still heart, that sound from within. But God, no matter how much we read, pray, and listen, God is silent. Therefore, go in peace and listen to your heart. Well,
So all is well?
it is with me,
Who are you?
Bernard Phillips,
And A.B. Rohard.
right?
And
Father Phillips.
3 persons in one.
Do I lie? Excuse us, Arthur.
Yes, Father Phillips.
It's a long story.
Oh?
Don't you ever stop
Stop what?
drinking?
I can handle it, trust me.
Have you ever tried AA?
Sure.
Try it again.
Don't be silly.
Come on.
All those crybabies.
I belong.
Good for you.
What does Lolich say about it?
I don't know, I don't remember.
I'll tell you what he said. Join.
Let me imitate those crybabies for you. Come on, Sam. Hi, my name is Flora and I'm an alcoholic. Clap. Hi, Flora. Oh, I tried for 5 years to stop drinking. And during that time, I had 2 marriages and I had 2 lesbian love affairs and I had 2 dogs.
Stop!
What? I want to finish my story. 2 dogs, 3 cats, a rattlesnake that bit the dog.
Keep drinking.
So, you belong, huh?
12-year pin.
Good for you.
Who would that be?
I have your double this boo.
Don't you ever stop?
Just call me Boo.
No, I'm here.
Arthur, I'm not decent. Would you please just leave the drink right outside the door and I'll get it later?
Yes, boo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. One day you tell me you are Bernard Phillips. The next day you're A.B. Rohard. And now some kind of a priest.
Father Phillips.
Uh-huh. Yeah, 3 persons in one.
Sort of. Bernard Phillips, A.B. Rohard, and Father Phillips.
You get more complicated by the minute.
I suppose.
I think you're lying.
I believe what you want. I gotta go.
Oh, no, stay. Stay.
Are you on Prozac?
Shh. Should I be?
Not with the alcohol.
But do you take it?
No, but I discovered it.
You did not. What bull?
Well, I was on the team that discovered it.
What bull?
No bull.
And now the priest stuff?
Forget about the priesthood bit.
Why?
I'm about to get thrown out.
Why? What?
It's a long story about the Pope's ass.
What do you have to do with the Pope's ass?
Well, it's Mrs. Brown and the Pope's arse. That's British for ass.
Oh, and that got you thrown out?
It was all coming to a boil.
Oh, huh. Gin is so good. God created gin.
Let me have a sip.
Here.
And now the long and complicated story about the Pope's ass. I was assigned to do confessions, something that I really hate.
Really? I mean, it isn't fun to listen to other people telling about their sins?
Painfully dull. They just tell you the same thing over again, and then you gotta give them a prayer for penance and tell them to get lost or go in peace.
Oh, you poor man, you, Bernard.
Well, it wasn't always so bad. There used to be anonymity, a black shade, like Alcoholics Anonymous, but this is Confessions Anonymous. And then the Catholics got to go and screw the whole thing up. They take away the black shade. Now you just listen to all this blah, blah, blah about their sins. Few are really repentant.
Now, what does this have to do with Mrs. Brown?
Camilla Brown. God-awful woman. Every time she comes in to see me, she spends 30 minutes telling me about her virtue, which makes me want to vomit. And then she spends 2 minutes telling me about her sins, which when deciphered are so minor, they basically make her out to be a sinner.
Oh, that must be dreadful.
Of course, the whole town hates the bitch.
Oh, my.
She even forced her brother's signature to get control of her mother's will. And worse,
Oh.
dreadful woman. Well, after listening to her virtuous, self-righteous tripe for a half an hour, for half an hour, she tells me that she's been granted a papal visit by the Lord for all her virtue. This really got my dander.
Uh-huh.
So I said to her, "Madam, you can't buy your way into heaven by kissing the Pope's ass." She was shocked and she said, "What did you say?" And I said, "That's right, lady, you can't buy your way into heaven by kissing the Pope's ass." She started crying. So I told her, "Go home and reflect on all the sins I've heard about you from all the other people. And maybe I might grant you conditional absolution." She goes home and tells her rich husband.
Oh, what did he do?
Well, he's the richest man in the state, mostly through graft and corruption. Last year he gave $10 million to the church. He's even got the Jews, the Presbyterians, the Baptists, and Episcopalians kissing his ass. Well, he gets upset, and he calls the cardinal. Not the bishop, the cardinal. So I got called in.
Oh, and then what happened?
Well, the cardinal calls me in and he asks me, "Is it true that you asked Camilla Brown that she couldn't buy her way to heaven by kissing the Pope's ass?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Any remorse?" I said, "Hell no. She is a papal ass kisser." He said, "You're mentally unbalanced." I said, "You call me mentally unbalanced because I call an ass kisser an ass kisser?" He said, "I'll pray for you." I said, "Keep your prayers to yourself." He said, "You need psychiatric help." I said, of course you say that. Mrs. Brown is a papal ass-kisser, and you, Your Eminence, are a papal ass-kisser too. In fact, that's how you come to be the cardinal.
You poor thing.
So they called me in the next day, and they offered me the shit job as an understudy to some fat Italian priest who's dying from overboozing. So here I am.
And now what are you going to do?
What they want me to do,
Which is?
get out.
Wonderful. How about we turn out the lights?
Yeah.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Arthur.
How are you?
Good?
Have a good night?
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Good?
Have you eaten anything?
I had some eggs earlier. I really don't eat much. Oh, Arthur, where's my Bloody Mary?
Took me a while to put it together.
That's right. Thank you so much.
I'll have one too.
You too, Father?
You heard me.
All right.
Isn't the ocean beautiful?
I don't know. I don't pay that much attention, but I know who is beautiful.
Who?
Bernard.
You love me, don't you?
Almost.
I feel the same.
Why are we so attracted to one another?
Our lives develop not according to a plan, but as a reaction to the circumstances and people we encounter.
If you say so.
Our lives have already developed so unevenly that the center is almost impossible to find.
You sound like Rohard.
It should. In our flawed human development, the circle with God at the center seems like a distant, almost impossible memory. But God never asks what we can't do at the moment.
God's not on my radar, Spoon.
With mercy, forgiveness, and compassion, and thanks to the incarnation, understanding what it is to be human, God is always inviting us. Every day God invites us and gives us an opportunity to seek the Lord and live.
Would everyone please report to your assigned stations on the deck immediately?
What is it? The pirates have arrived. What? The pirates are here. That's why the captain wants to see us.
Oh, how exciting!
What?
Oh.
Bastards!
Oh, I think they're cute.
Scum!
Who?
The Somalis!
The food's better here than it was on the ship.
We've only had one meal.
Here comes Arthur, and look, he's dressed like a pirate.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Arthur.
That's not my name.
You're kidding.
Absolutely not. My name is Mohammed.
And what's with the British accent?
That is my natural accent. But, sir, I'm here to serve the food, not carry on a personal discussion with you.
Arthur, it's us.
We are always us. My name is Mohammed. Who are you?
Popeye and Olive.
A pleasure to meet you, Popeye and Olive. What lovely British names.
You're joking.
Absolutely not. Popeye and Olive have always been my favorite names. Now, I offer you an exquisite meal. Chateaubriand or Chateau salmon, Somali salad, and of course our pièce de résistance.
Which is?
McDonald's French fries.
Any club soda?
Of course, your hosts are first-class people.
People? They're pirates, you scumbag.
Be reminded, sir, that you are our guests.
Guess we're your
I
captives.
beg to differ, but I don't like to argue.
Could you get us something to drink?
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. This is a Muslim country, and I am Muslim.
Arthur, please.
My name is not Arthur.
All right, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Would you bring us some gin?
I'm sorry, madam.
Dirty liar.
Now, don't.
You saw, he took the money.
No, he did, but look, it's going to bring us. Look,
That will be another $100.
What?
Shall I take it back?
no.
Well, then that will be another $100. That is the price your host must pay for beef eater gin.
What about the other $50 I gave you?
That goes to my favorite charity. I am a religious man. Thank you.
Get lost.
You Westerners are so rude.
Be gone.
We are back and safe. Danish special police rescued us. 6 or 7 armed men fired at us, which is why we had to give up the ship. Now we are all safe and sound. Despite our vessel's increased speed in the choppy waters, the pirates balanced the ladder in their boat and crawled up the side of our ship. The first pirate crept through the barbed wire, which our crew had stretched across the ship's freeboard, and fired a burst of automatic gunfire into the air. But all crew and staff are safe. Above all passengers are safe. And the pirates are gone. And a group of Danish soldiers are trying to recover the stolen jewels.
Where do I get my hands on those bastards?
Now, you be nice to him. He's so nice.
Nice, you're crazy.
Well, he got us that gin, remember?
Yeah, after we paid him for it.
Oh, that was nothing. You take life way too seriously. We're back. We're safe.
You're not making any sense.
Well, neither are you.
May I get something for you?
Arthur.
Another martini, Miss Boo.
As I like
And for you, Father Phillips?
You asked?
Is everything all right?
He asked if I'm all right. You're a pirate.
I beg your pardon?
You were with the pirates.
I was waiting on you.
Yeah, as a pirate, how much is his pocket, you slimy Somali?
Oh, that's almost poetic. Slimy Somali.
Be quiet.
Hey, don't be rude to the lady.
I'm dealing with 2 ladies and one of them's a pirate.
Kiss my ass.
I don't kiss black
Well,
ass.
I bet you kiss white asses.
Oh, please. No ass kissing.
Why do you put up with this dingbat about to be defrocked, priest?
Oh, Arthur, don't be mean.
I did what I had to do.
You look like a Somali. Where's that British accent you had when we were captives?
That's my natural accent.
And you took the
I
brine.
had to.
Are you a Somali or American? You look like a Somali.
I'm both.
Both.
Yes.
Then why did you do what you did?
To save your asses. And mine. And the crew. And the passengers.
You're in cahoots with the pirates.
Believe what you want. May I have a drink from the milk of magnesia bottle, Miss Boo?
Oh, of course, Arthur. See, he's so nice.
Scum.
Did any harm come to you?
No.
Then the proof is in the pudding. What's your complaint?
We were kidnapped.
No, we weren't. We're back. It was fun. It made me want to live.
We were kidnapped for 3 days.
I don't have anything missing.
You haven't looked yet.
I bet you think I had something to do.
Yeah, you're a Somali pirate thief, and you passed himself off as an American.
Oh, now listen. All they took was jewels. I mean, who needs dumb jewels, right? I mean, I don't need my jewelry.
And the rest of the jewelry has been returned anyhow.
Oh, okay. See.
So you're a Somali and an American?
That's what I said.
I don't believe it.
I'm from both Somalia and Atlanta. You hear those drums? Those are my cousins playing.
Just in from Atlanta?
No,
So now Somalis are your cousins.
they've always been.
Oh, a bunch of cousins. How cute. I love Arthur more than anything.
This man's dangerous.
Oh, no. I want you to tell us your story.
My mother was the village whore.
Oh, please.
Yes, the village whore.
Why do you call her a whore?
Because she was one. And I loved her. She was my mama.
Why are you telling us this?
Because you're A.B. Rohar.
She told you? How do you know?
No,
How do
she
you
didn't tell
know?
me.
I
Let's
thought I
see
trust
you.
you.
What's
You
your
are.
Captain Botticelli told me.
Why is he interested in me?
That is none of my business.
Please, go on and tell your story.
Go on with this.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I was the son of the village whore and the nephew of the trout chief.
Oh, I could cry.
You have no idea what brutality is like. I was raised the village waif. My mother was the first woman to have a child out of wedlock in over 100 years.
Oh, my God, Arthur, you must have suffered.
She was the shame of the whole town.
Oh, dear.
I didn't have very many friends. There was this one boy who loved me. I loved him. He was just a little bit younger than me, and he was illegitimate, just like me.
So it started then?
Go on, continue.
When I was 7 years old, I had one of the worst experiences of my life.
Oh,
My mother was caught in delicto flagrante again.
what does that mean?
Don't ask, you already know.
I was running home from playing, and my mother was being dragged through the streets.
Where were your uncles and grandfathers?
They were leading the mob.
Oh, my God.
They dragged her to the tribal elders.
And then what did they do?
They stoned her to death.
Oh, savages!
I cried.
Oh, Arthur!
I cried.
Oh.
And then these well-meaning little Baptist white folks, they showed up and they saw me and they decided immediately that I had to be adopted. So they took me in.
Oh, my.
What bull?
Is that the only word you know?
Kiss my ass, Arthur.
I don't kiss white ass.
Touche.
So these martyrs, they came to my village. They were immediately chased out. They would have been slaughtered anyhow. And you know these well-meaning white martyrs, they just love being martyrs. So they took me in. They brought me to America.
Do they know about your other life?
Of course not.
I believe all that you say.
And you, Father Phillips?
We're all miserable sinners and creatures of God.
We know that in any language.
Amen.
You want to see me?
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Che cosa vuoi?
Cut the crap.
Mi scusi, signor.
You're no more a Botticelli than you are a Smith or anything else.
Non capisco.
Butt off.
What is your damn problem?
Just as I thought.
Oh, get out.
Not so fast.
You want me to throw you overboard?
I wouldn't do that if I'm
I have an excellent crew that would do it.
bullocks. So you know who I am.
You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone.
You're in cahoots with the pirates.
Please, sir.
How much did they pay
That's a nasty thing to say.
you? You and that Somali waiter,
I have no Somali waiters.
Arthur.
Oh, he's a Baptist from Atlanta. You've been spending too much time with that drunken woman.
Likely story.
Sir, get out or we'll leave you off.
Kansas passed himself off as an Italian.
Not a Kansan, an Iowa crook. Now, butt off. Go sleep with your drunken woman.
You're reprehensible.
Oh, you should talk.
What do you mean?
Oh, 3 persons in one?
She told you?
She did not.
Who then?
He told me.
Who's he?
Your cardinal.
Oh, Mara?
Good friend of mine.
What?
I too was a man of the cloth, a Presbyterian, but I left willingly.
You, a man of the cloth?
A good man of the cloth.
And a thief.
Careful how you use that. I'm also a lawyer.
Like I said, a thief.
Well, the good cardinal spared me all the many rumors of your many dalliances with questionable women.
Are you my biographer?
Interesting life. Different identities. 3 wives that we know of. An author. A member of British nobility. Sort of. And a cheap multimillionaire on the side. You invented Prozac. Perhaps you should use some of your product.
I don't need it.
Well, now that you're exiting the priesthood,
Who said?
you have no choice. In fact, when Omer suggested I contact you about taking this cruise,
So you know.
yes, he was hoping we might dump you into the ocean.
Interesting.
Perhaps you would take an extended swim.
No such luck.
You love life?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, now get out. Hope you enjoy your next career even more. Or perhaps you'll become... You laugh.
Yeah.
I know who you are.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Is she here yet?
Not yet, Father Phillips.
She's 15 minutes late.
Be patient.
Damn it.
She said she was writing something.
Where were you?
I was busy. I had to write it down.
What? Could you do it in the morning?
No, I'm busy in the morning.
Doing what?
It's a secret.
I took all this time to prepare this dinner and supper for us.
I know you did, and I love you for it. I do. And now I want you to just cheer up and sit back and relax. I want this to be the most perfect night of my life.
Why?
Well, would you bring me some lemon and water, please, to drink?
What?
Yes. Just water and lemon.
Am I hearing you right?
Yes, you are hearing me right.
Is this a new day?
You might say that. You might say it's a new day. Look at the sea. Isn't it just beautiful?
It's never looked so good.
There does seem to be a special gleam in the ocean.
And no one would know better than you.
I do hope to be away from here as soon as possible.
Now, Arthur, would you come around here and just hold my hand just for a minute?
I just need
Please, just for 1 minute. And Bernard, A.B. Rohard, Father Phillips, hold it here. Just one squeeze. Now, bring on the appetizers.
Am I hearing you right?
Yes, I'm hungry.
All right. And the dinner is on Captain Botticelli.
Really?
Oh, what a nice man.
A thief?
No, he's not a thief. He's like Arthur. He's a nice thief.
Please don't call me a thief, Miss Boo.
Please just call me Boo.
If you only know
But
call me a thief.
no, I mean a nice thief.
What band is playing tonight?
The British band.
Oh, they're good.
Yes, and they are going to be playing a special song for you over the speaker system.
Oh, the captain thinks of everything.
You ready for the appetizer?
Boo,
Yes.
do you love me?
Why wouldn't I?
Please answer the question.
You're so handsome.
I know, but I repeat the question.
Why, sure.
That's not an answer.
All right. I find you the most fascinating man I've ever met in my life.
Do you love me?
You're hurting me.
A friend once commented that he wanted to get everything he could out of life because there's nothing after it's over. And for him and people who think like him, there's no waiting expectantly for the kingdom of God.
If you say so.
I love you.
And I love you.
You want to stay in my room tonight?
No, not tonight. Tonight, Bernard, I want to sleep alone. But give me a kiss.
Oh, Bernard! What is it? You haven't heard?
Heard what?
She's dead.
Who's dead?
Boo!
Boo!
The captain wants to see you.
How did she die?
She jumped over the railing into the ocean.
Oh my God! My boo! When?
Earlier this morning, the Brits saw her jump.
Why? Why?
She wrote you with this letter.
Bernard, I love you. That was a delightful dinner we had last night. A wonderful party dinner. You must have been pleased that I didn't drink at all during dinner. The craving was gone now that the end or beginning was imminent. I had actually planned to jump off the ship on my third day here, but because I ran into you and Arthur, I chose to postpone my action. Consequently, you have actually prolonged my life by about a week. I mention this only in that since you and I spent so much time together, you may be a suspect of foul play. Of course you're not. My decision was my own. You probably felt there were no signs. That's right, I showed none. Remember my Norwegian roots? Life has no meaning. I had suffered much too long. But you gave me some hope. After all, I met both Bernard and Rohart at the same time. Both you guys helped me. I timed my final dive, and I hope it's a good one, to coincide with the morning walk of the Snoopy Brits, so that we would have a witness. Of course, my mother took the same type of final swim. I must ask you to please try to totally forget who I am. I felt I loved you from the beginning. Last night, I concluded that you, too, had fallen in love with me. I wish you hadn't. Please forget you ever knew me. As for me, I want to quote that Norwegian saying, "You don't have to put out the fire when all is burnt out." Love, Boo.
I'll read my letter now. Arthur.
Goodbye. I truly like you. I enclose your gratuity. You earned it. Thank you for everything you have done. You're a special person. My love for you is different from my love for Bernard, but it is still real. We both had miserable childhoods. You made the last 2 weeks of my life so good. I loved being captured and you so gallant. We all enjoyed it. I was hoping they would actually take more drastic steps toward us. Stand by Bernard. He will be able to help you. I must go now. I want my final dive to be a good one. Love, Boo.
A gratuity of $1,000.
Would Bernard Phillipson please report to the captain's office.
This doesn't make any sense.
None whatsoever.
Did you see any clues?
None at all.
I'll have a gin a la Boo.
Mr. Phillips.
Get my order. And repeat after me. The Lord is my shepherd. There's nothing I lack. He restores my strength. He guides me down the right path for the sake of his own name. Every time I walk into a dark valley, I fear no harm, for he is by my side. His rod and staff give me courage. He sets my table before me as my enemies watch. He anoints my head with oil. My cup overflows. Goodness and love pursue me all my days, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
We'll meet together.
I will be with you always.
She said that you always would.
I'd like a moment with myself. Here I stand. Here I stand. I am my own church. So help me God. So help me God.
Forget you ever knew me.
Go away.
I will, but forget you ever knew me.
Go away.
Will Mr. Phillips please come to the captain's office?
I am my own church. So help me God.
Captain!
I'm in a hurry, Arthur.
You let the police take him away!
The choice was not mine.
He did not kill her.
Of course not.
He did not kill her!
We are about to disembark.
Is that all you have for an answer?
You'll see.
Look, I have the letters. Please save Bernard Phillips.
I can't. Mr. Phillips died 2 weeks ago. The man with whom you spent the last 2 weeks was Mr. Kevin White.
That's a common name.
Kevin Anthony White.
The mass murderer?
You'll never make a good lawyer. The man you came to love is a serial killer. Father Phillips, who was supposed to come on this trip, was murdered, and the body disposed of by Kevin Anthony White, who, in one of his perverted dilly-dallies, assumed the role of Bernard Phillips. A B. Rohart has also been reported missing, and evidence suggests that he too was murdered by Kevin Anthony White.
Kevin Anthony White died years ago.
He never died, and don't be sure he will this time either. And if he does not die, you may be his next victim. Rohart would be his 11th victim, and he always claimed he wanted 12. Now, be prepared for much questioning. You just spent the last 2 weeks with a mass murderer. The tabloids are going to love you.
Would Captain Botticelli and Arthur please report immediately? The Italian police are here.
That voice, it sounded like Boo.
Not to me. I heard a man's voice.
Oh, I heard Boo. Well, the police are waiting for us. I can't wait to get back to Iowa.
After Somalia? You and I know the truth.
Oh, nonsense. Did you get to see your mother?
I did. And I saw all my brothers and sisters too.
That was quite a story you told Kevin
Oh,
White.
I love telling stories about myself. It's great.
Go back to Atlanta, Arthur. You can go back to being a bartender.
Bartender. I'm going back into law.
When does your parole end?
In a month. And the governor said he'd give me a full pardon.
That won't get you back your law license. Depriving all those sweet little old ladies of their entire estates was not a nice thing to do. You owe them close to $10 million.
Yeah, I'll find a way. Huh?
Goodbye, Arthur.
Take care, Captain Botticelli.
sea is never still. It pounds on the shore, restless as a young hart, hunting. The sea speaks, and only the stormy hearts know what it says. Life is the same, twists and turns all the way.